Everything's set up. Okay, yeah. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Got the camera set up. Got the music there. Everything's recording. Okay. Hey, Kech.
Hi.
Hey. It's been a long time. It's felt like since we've talked, it's been 3+ months.
What, since I've been to a podcast?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. To be honest, it's not you. It's me. Like you said, remember when? Yeah. Remember when I said when you asked me, "Oh, are you taking a break from Pic.Think?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because obviously doing all the video editing and stuff like that, sorting out all that stuff. But yeah, no, we're here now. How have we been?
Good.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been good. First thing, I've been good. Been overwhelmed, but it's all good. First thing I want to ask before we get into anything, actually, the first thing I want to ask is what music has been on heavy rotation for you recently?
Well, how recent?
Let's say for now, let's say the past week.
The past week it's been okay. I don't know what it would be. Past week, I've been listening to a lot of. Funny enough, I've been listening to a lot more Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, you
which
have?
is really random. Yeah.
Is she the US version? Wait, no. Is she the
She's the female rapper.
She reminds me of Nicki Minaj from what I've seen. But I don't know how she raps so much. From what I've seen, like I've seen her on the cover of XXL.
Yeah. And
I've heard her name here and there. But yeah, she gives me Nicki Minaj. Oh no, was it Nicki Minaj or is it Steph London? Or both? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's a combination of both she reminds me of.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing I like about her, like the thing is, I know there's a lot of hype for her, but I'm trying to work out whether I like her style of rapping yet. Can't work out whether I like it or not. So I'm still indecisive. But
style as in flow, subject matter?
Her flow.
Okay.
Yeah, her flow. I do feel like I got to grips with Nicki's flow quicker than I have with her. But because she's intelligent, I want to hear what she has to say.
Oh, does she rap about like
no,
deeper
but
stuff?
Like when I hear her talk, like separately,
yeah,
I feel like she's quite smart.
Okay.
So for me, that makes me
want to gravitate.
Yeah, want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so
sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Nipsey, always play Nipsey. Always in the background.
Okay.
But also because of the weather.
Yeah.
Recently, I find myself listening to like Ja Rule, like old school kind of music.
Yeah,
I feel like that always reminds me of summer.
Noughties music reminds you of summer.
Yeah, definitely.
Summer reminds you of noughties, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, by the way. We'll get on to talking about that. That's happened in the last 3 months, unfortunately. I was going to say, what music in the past month would you say? So right now we're late July. So what music in July in general, or if you want to go back to June, would you say that? What music would you say has resonated with you? Let me remind you of the timeline. I wrote it down. I have to always write down, like that list that I sent.
Because time just
goes, it just flies.
Oh, I have been listening to Chris Brown.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
Did he release something?
His new album, Indigo. Yeah.
I saw album cover about that.
I actually really like the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
How many tracks? 50?
There's a lot of tracks, yeah. But for me, I like filter out some of the ones. When it's too much, I just filter. But it's actually a good album.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. I'll write it down. What, that came out in June, you reckon? Or is it?
No, that came out recently, yeah.
Let me write that down. Okay,
UK as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mo Stack. He released an album.
Oh, yeah, that was in...
I think last month.
That was last month. Stacko, right?
Yeah.
What did you think of it? I didn't manage to listen to it.
I liked it. But the thing about Mo Stack is that, and this is what I was worried about, like I like his singles, but I never thought I'd be able to sit and listen to a whole album of Mo Stack.
Okay.
Because his sound is very like, his songs are kind of similar. Or a lot of them are similar.
Has he only released singles until this project recently?
He released a mixtape as well.
He has released a mixtape before. Okay. Because I don't follow him that much.
Yeah,
well,
but mostly singles.
Mm.
But I mean, it was okay. Like, I think I just listened to it for like first week or two when it came out, and then I haven't really listened to it much. But I do like Shine Girl with Stormzy, which he released as a single.
Okay. I haven't heard it, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that song. I was disappointed with the J House one. J House and Dave.
Yeah. What? They're single.
It was on Mostac's album.
Oh! They had
Stinking Rich, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that seemed like it would be a good link up.
Any song J House touches for me, I love. But I feel like, I don't know, like when you put Mostac, Dave, and J House on a song, you would expect it to be like a banger, like something you'll be singing forever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it wasn't the song for all of them to be on it.
Mm. Yeah, I hear you. You mentioned last month's Mostac. I did listen to Octavian's Endorphins. Do you listen?
I listened to it briefly, but I don't really remember it. I didn't remember it. It didn't stand out as much as
the Spaceman one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not. I wouldn't even say reluctant fan. I was going to say reluctant fan, but someone that appreciates the music despite me not. I find it weird that I appreciate the music because it's so out of the ordinary of what I would appreciate. I went into this thinking, okay, maybe after a few listens, it would like grab me the same as Spaceman. I listened first time, I was like, second time, listened on the same day. I was like, okay, there's a couple. Then I didn't listen to it for a couple weeks after that, I think. And then I listened again, and I was like, it's weird that this feels as though it's grabbing me similar to Spaceman, but nothing's pulling me to actually listen again and again and again. I felt like it was like I was start like it's always on the third listen. I think even on the podcast where we talked about Spaceman before, it's always like on the third or fourth listen that I'm like, okay, I can kind of see what he's doing, or I can kind of I feel or gravitate a little bit more to what he's doing. But with that album, I felt as though I'd returned. This one, I felt like no, I wouldn't really return to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, since we're in June, we're talking about June, I also want to mention Gold Link's Diaspora. Did you listen to that?
Briefly. I like the one with Western. Yard.
Oh, yeah.
That's the song that stood out to me. But that's because I love Western.
Is that the only one that stood out to you?
That's the one with Justine Sky as the album cover, isn't it?
Is it Justin Sky? I didn't even know. I didn't even clock.
They're going out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something to put them on your album cover.
I know.
That's like getting a tattoo for a musician. A musician's version of getting a tattoo. Because you're always going to look back on your discography and you're going to see that. I like Zulu Screams on that. I like Rumble. I like what he did with it because I felt as though even the title, you know, when just off camera, we were just talking about how Beyonce's The Gift, The Lion King, The Gift album felt as though it was a bit heavy with the Afro beats. I felt as though what I meant by that, and I wanted to catch this on camera, I felt as though it reminded me of Diaspora, but heavy on it. Diaspora felt as though it was the right balance.
Yeah.
And it was the right balance between that and Black Panther.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt like, even though I did appreciate the Gift as well, I felt as though that kind of balance, he got it perfectly right on Diaspora. Golden got it right.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Lil Nas X released his EP then. And there's been controversy around him. I haven't been on social media as much as I used to be, but
just that he came out as gay.
Yeah.
And then who was it that told him that he should have kept quiet?
Someone told him he should have kept quiet.
Yeah. Young Thug, I think it was.
Really?
Someone said, yeah, that they should have just kept it to himself.
Of all people?
Yeah. Because he said that like people like now people are gonna hear the song and think, oh, that gay guy. I was like, what? Who thinks like it was a very weird, like I remember seeing the interview, I was like, that's a weird thing to say.
For Young Thug to say that is actually so bizarre.
Saying maybe it's because he doesn't want to come out, but I don't know.
That Young Thug doesn't want to come
Yeah,
out.
maybe that's why he's saying. I think it was Young Thug. It was definitely. I think it was Young Thug.
Okay.
But it was just a very weird statement. I think it's very nice that Lil Nas came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it's a bit weird that he has to come out. Like, it's really no one's business.
Mm.
And it's got nothing to do with his music.
It doesn't really. From the single I've heard, I've only heard that single, the main single.
Old Town Road, yeah.
I
liked his EP. I liked Panini with Cardi B.
Oh, I did listen to his thing briefly as well. I liked Closure, surprisingly.
Yeah, Closure was nice. I think his... Like, when he first came out with Old Town Road, everyone was like, where's he going to go with this? Like, what else is... But you can tell he's got his own... He does remind me a bit of Travis Scott, though. That's the only problem.
Travis Scott?
It's in terms of sound.
What do you mean?
I think it's the auto-tune. I think it's the... Yeah, something about, like, I was listening to Panini yesterday, actually, and I was like, just the sound, like, it's like a new wave sound that's come out, which people like Travis Scott have. Like, I don't know what it is. It must be like the auto-tune.
I think it is the auto-tune.
Yeah, definitely the auto-tune.
I think it is the auto-tune. The last album of June, T Grizzly Scriptures. I remember people talking about it in the group chat, but I never got around to it. Let's go to July. Let me actually say what I've been listening to. Dreamville's Revenge of the Dreamers 3. That one I've been listening to quite a bit. Yeah. What was it face for?
I think I scanned for it.
Scanned through it.
Songs were on
that. What I can remember, Lambo track, Under the Sun with Kendrick on it, and The Baby on it. I'm gonna look it up actually because I'm gonna forget. But I remember the song that he made with, what's it called? With Earth Gang at the end, where he's talking about his wife and them having another child on the way.
I remember people talking about it, but I don't remember the song.
I remember Swivel. I like Swivel. Down Bad. Oh yeah, how could I forget that one? That was one of my favorites. I actually like this album pretty much from beginning to end, and it's not even as a J. Cole fan thing, because I know probably people watching or people listening will probably think that, but it wasn't even that, because it was like I didn't even feel like he had too much of a presence on this. Actually, there's only one track I didn't really like because it sounded like they were trying to be like Young Thug, which is Costa Rica.
See, the thing about J. Cole is I have to be in a certain mood to listen to him.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's quite intense, I feel, for me.
Maybe that's why I can listen to him and Kendrick and all them.
Yeah,
that's why I can
listen.
That's why I can listen to him all the time, because I'm an intense
person. Yeah, so I have to be like, sometimes I just don't want anything too heavy. Yeah. I can't listen to J. Cole.
But this didn't feel heavy though.
Although I do like his song The London with
Travis Scott and Young Thug.
But
something I didn't expect.
I don't like Young Thug's bit. I actually only like J. Cole's.
I felt that way for Travis Scott, because I turn off for Travis Scott because of the auto tune.
Wait, what's the order? Whose verse is first? I feel like
J. Cole's is first. I think Young Thug's is second.
Yeah, I turn off after J. Cole.
Is it? Oh. Okay.
I feel like I can tolerate Travis, but Young Thug, I feel like is too much on that song. Like, I feel like it's whining on that song. Oh, okay.
But
J. Cole's verse, I love.
That's how I hear Young Thug, really. In general, that's what. But sometimes I get used to it, like with that song that he has with Tyga. I kind of got used to it. And same thing with all his singles. I pretty much feel like
sometimes it's too much.
It's too much, yeah. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this album quite a bit. Also, recently I have been listening to Big Crit's album. I was pretty impressed with it, especially since he usually produces most of his tracks, but pretty much damn near all of his tracks. But then on this album, he decided to produce only one track because I think he kind of thought that he took the advice that he needs to break out of his comfort zone, which I appreciated. But at the same time, I understand him wanting to kind of have control over his own product. So it takes a lot for someone to kind of feel like, nah, I want to break out of that. Ed Sheeran's album, did you listen to that?
I did.
I didn't manage to listen to it. I actually forgot about it until I looked at the thing this morning. I was like, oh my days, I forgot to listen to it.
There's a lot.
How was it? A lot of tracks?
Yeah. No, a lot of people on that a lot of collaborations.
When I saw the track list, I was like, "What?"
It reminds me of the DJ Khaled album. But the only good thing is that Ed Sheeran is just proves that Ed Sheeran can sound good with anybody.
Yeah.
Like.
Is that what it proved to you?
No, like even songs I don't like, but Ed still sounds fine. He doesn't seem out of place, or he literally his voice can just match anything. I like the one with Stormzy, "Take Me Back to London," and I like. I don't think that's the one I like. That I like that I'll be replaying. Others are okay, I guess.
Well, it's just the one with Stormzy
that's my favorite.
You repeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just too many collaborations.
Yeah, I think that's what I was. Well, I haven't listened to it yet, but that's what I'm apprehensive about. Too many collaborations, but I felt as though if he was releasing it with confidence, that it would be good. I still need to listen to that. I haven't listened to it. I haven't been able to listen to that. Listen to the Lion King soundtrack because someone texted me and saying, "Oh, they wanted to hear my opinion on it."
The soundtrack.
Oh, sorry, The Gift.
Oh, The Gift.
Sorry, the Beyonce Gift. I listened to the soundtrack when I saw your tweet. I think about
when the original movie soundtrack.
Yeah, that came out last week when it came out when Lion King came out in the US, and so I was curious to see how they would do. I didn't want to ruin the movie that I saw just yesterday by doing it, but I thought as though I needed to, and I did. To be honest, because I went into it thinking that they're obviously going to try and do something different. They're going to be, but I didn't feel like they did too much in that sense.
It wasn't too much different.
No, there were a few when we actually see the movie that were a bit too much. Namely, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" Is it? Yeah, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" Beyonce was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Drowning out Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
What songs did I like from that one that they remade? I think it maybe because like what I was telling you off camera as well, that I don't necessarily gravitate towards songs in Disney movies, so then that's why it doesn't bother me too much. But I like it as like I'm starting to appreciate it more now than when I was younger. So it didn't ruin anything of nostalgia for me. Yeah. That's what I feel. But The Gift, what do you think about that? You asked me off camera what I think about that. What do you think about it?
What, The Gift?
The Gift.
Oh, by the way, also the extra song that they added in Lion King's Spirit.
Oh, Spirit, yeah.
Personally, that song is amazing. Like,
oh, you like it?
Yeah. I think that's... Beyonce always has like a ballad that stands out whenever she releases a project. And that, for me, that song, like, even though I was watching the video yesterday, and it's so crazy because I watched the video before I watched the film. So watching the film, I can see the similarities between where she was in that video and what was happening in the film, which just made it even more nicer. Really? Yeah. But the song is just a beautiful song. Like, it's just one of those songs that it just makes you feel whole.
I was indifferent when I heard it for the first time. I was thinking, okay, this is okay. I don't know how it's going to fit in the movie, but okay, I'll be open to it. That kind of thing. I said on repeated listens, I said I might like it more than I do on the first listen. I didn't dislike it. I just felt like, not as in meh. I felt like, okay, standard. Kind of like standard Beyonce. Then when I heard it in the movie, it didn't give me chills or anything, but I was like, I like it. I like it in the movie. I liked it, and it kind of added to it. And I felt like that's what would happen. That's why I didn't judge it too much before I saw the movie, because I had a feeling that, because you know when you watch a movie, it adds a new dynamic to the song, because you have it in context of the story. And since I'm a story person, that's why I did enjoy it then. Yeah. So you're asking about The Gift. I think it was like I was saying, like, I think that it was good. Like, I like the fact that she included African artists. I do appreciate that as well. In the album. My favourite songs are Already with Shatawale, and I think someone else in that song. Well, with Shatawale, I know for a fact. Oh, Shatawale. I didn't notice that it was him that was singing that song. And for me, that song is an Afrobeat song. Like, that to me sounds like a song that I would have heard when I was younger.
at an African party or at home. Like, it sounds like a proper African song, not Americanized or English. Or
okay. Actually, maybe that's why I did like that song. I've only listened once, so then this one thing I don't like doing is giving opinions on something when I've listened to it once.
Because you hear different things every time you hear it.
Exactly. Because there's so many layers to music, so then you can't appreciate everything at once.
Exactly.
But what I did appreciate first is Bigger and Find Your Way Back. I felt as though the message on Bigger was something I can definitely get behind. Find Your Way Back felt fit into the movie.
It did.
And I did like the Don't Jealous Me track. Yeah.
I wonder if they gave that guy royalties.
What, techno?
The Don't Jealous Me guy.
Oh, the actual thing. Oh. Yeah. Mate, I don't know if they did. If they would have.
Yeah, that's another song that feels very African.
Yeah, it felt very, yeah.
I like Brown Skin Girl.
Listen to it once. I don't know my opinion on it.
The reason why I like it though, I feel like that song will resonate with women. Because I feel like it's probably something that their mum has always told them as a daughter, like if you're a woman. Or if you have a child, you'd probably be talking to your child about, like, this is the sort of song that I would make, like, my younger cousins or my future daughter hear. Because, like, the words is more kind of the meaning behind it. Like, and I like the fact that she put her daughter in it. I think that it added a different kind of touch to it.
Yeah.
Wizkid was good in it too, even though I don't think Wizkid is the perfect guy to be singing about brown skin girls, but his voice added something to it, which was good. I think in terms of Afrobeats, he's probably one of the best people to have.
Oh yeah.
To have sang that. I'm surprised you didn't put any Davido.
Oh, you're surprised that she wasn't on it?
Yeah.
He wasn't on it. She didn't put him on it.
Yeah, because he's
a big Afrobeat artist. Yeah. I think it just probably slipped through the cracks or just didn't make the cut. Probably.
Or even not just Nigerian. There's a lot of Nigerian artists there. Like it's a very Nigerian. Yeah. Shatta Wale is the only Ghanaian, I think. So maybe if she could have used more. If it was supposed to be an Afrobeat album, then maybe a bit from different, like South Africa, like different kind of countries.
I hear you. I hear you. I think it's just kind of getting that balance and the consistency, because you wouldn't want, because of course everyone's kind of distinctive. Not everyone's going to sound like West African artists.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So she probably took that into consideration, but I do hear what you mean, because then it will be more representative.
Exactly, yeah.
I did like the Burna Boy song.
It didn't stand out for me.
It didn't stand out.
No.
I did like the concept of Nile with Kendrick Lamar.
When I heard Kendrick, I was like, of course Kendrick.
Of course Kendrick on this. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, of course Kendrick would be on the album. Or they what was I going to say? I was going to say one thing. I was going to say they kind of it seemed like they respect each other. Jay-Z, the Carters and Kendrick, they kind of respect each other because they seem like they're all on, like, I'm just thinking they're always on each other's tracks and that kind of thing. They seem like they collaborate a lot. Yeah. And it seemed like it's an in-person thing.
But also I feel like because of the image that Beyonce is now portrayed, like I feel like Beyonce is now she's always been unapologetically black, but I feel like it's a bit more obvious now. Like she's not hiding anything anymore. Like she's just, and I feel like that's Kendrick has always been that person. So that's there's no other artist really that would make sense that would sing with Beyonce for that. Kendrick is... Yeah.
That makes sense.
Kendrick, Childish Gambino, and Childish Gambino's on the song. He's on Brown Skin Girl, actually.
Oh, yes.
So it makes sense.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he's at the end of it.
What did you think? Oh, yeah. The other ones that I liked are... I like My Power with Tierra Whack.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like it was good that she got Tierra Whack on her, since she's the upcoming female artist.
Yeah.
And especially after the interlude of War, you can see in the movie. After seeing the movie and after her saying, like, what did she say? She said, lions attack lion. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Like something like that.
Yeah, assemble.
Lions assemble.
Yeah. So that felt like it was fitting to kind of get like a upcoming female artist who's got raw talent
Does she say that in the cartoon film?
No, she doesn't. They added that.
See, that's what we're saying about how she was like...
Yes.
She was the matriarch, basically, in the film.
Yeah. She started to become the matriarch. But I think it's because Sarabi was kind of like... Sarabi was standing her ground, but it's like... She was so majestic. That's what I'm saying about Beyonce.
Yeah.
She was so majestic that she had to take that aspect. It couldn't be just simply Nala.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had to be more than... And especially when she said that lions attack, it reminded me of... what's that? Run the World, that song.
Oh, Run the World, yeah.
It reminded me so much of that. It just takes me back to that. I was just like, once I heard that, I was like, yeah, Run the World, Run this World. I remember. Okay, so we've run through July, except for we haven't mentioned Nas dropped his album on the wrong date to drop his album because obviously he's going to get drowned out by Beyonce.
I haven't even heard
it. I haven't heard it.
Was there even any promo for it?
Like, he's been saying it from time, but that's why I was just so shocked when Chris mentioned it in the group chat that he's dropped Lost Tapes 2. I was thinking, what? But I haven't been online, so then I couldn't tell the run or whatever.
I don't think that will do numbers first week.
No. I don't think so because Nas is not... Well, he is, but he's not in a way. It's kind of like how J. Cole used to be.
Yeah.
He does have his fan base, but it's not Drake level.
No.
So same way that if Jay-Z and Beyonce drop something, Nas is not going to do the same amount.
Yeah.
Even if he was with Khalees and they had that kind of thing, it wouldn't be. They were like the... What's the word I'm looking for? Not alter ego, but like they're rivals, I suppose. But like on the other side of things. If that makes sense. Like the popular side, and then you have the more underground side. Yeah, but I am looking forward to listening to that when I'd actually listen to it. Hopefully I'll be able to give an opinion on it. I'm not really a Nas fan. Yeah.
So, personally, he bores me. So
yeah.
I might listen to it, you know. I could always give a new project fresh ears. But I'm not expecting...
much.
Yeah.
I can understand that. If we move back in time, we have Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby.
Haven't heard that.
Haven't heard that. Have you heard of Ari Lennox?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Logic, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Did I listen to that?
I listened to it a couple times.
I listened to it a bit because I like Logic, but I don't know, something about that. Recently I haven't really liked him as much. Do you know what Logic reminds me of? How I felt about Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
In the sense that I really liked them before they became big. And their music just went in a different direction I just didn't get. You
felt like that with Childish?
Yeah, definitely.
With what album?
I used to love Childish Gambino before he became Childish Gambino. Like, before he became how he is, basically.
Where do you feel like that, in terms of albums, where do you feel like that happened for him?
Boy, I don't even remember.
Because for me, I felt as though it was more... I didn't gravitate towards Childish until he did Awaken My Love. Because then... Because the Internet was the one before that. That was the one with Sweatpants and... What else? The Worst Guys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That's Because the Internet. Before that was Camp. I didn't really listen to him then. I listened to him on Because the Internet.
Because the Internet is what made him big.
It is.
Because I remember 3005.
3005. Yeah.
That became big.
That was the one.
So it must have been before. So he had Camp.
Before that, you felt like he...
No, that I was listening to him.
Oh, before that.
Because I think it was from Because the Internet. He then started... He had a different level of... He had different fans now.
Yeah.
And from then... But I feel like I liked... What was Kai?
Oh, Kauai. What's that one? I didn't listen to that.
I don't think...
But that's the one with Sober, I think.
Yeah.
That one.
But I think Because the Internet I liked. But after then it was... So what year was that? That was...
I did like Because the Internet though.
2013.
But for some reason, I didn't feel as though... You know when you listen to someone, you think, oh, I could like them. If they just have like one or two tracks where I'm just like, yes, then I'll be a fan. It's like on that cusp for me. But Awaken My Love, it didn't have any of those tracks specifically when I listened to it. It just felt like, oh, this is refreshing to hear that he's being creative in this way. Trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I think he's taking a different kind of direction now. Try to get me there.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's experimenting with everything now.
I think that's what I like. That's what I appreciate. That's why I did like him on Awaken My Love. It felt like he wasn't trying to just be a rapper. It's like he's just trying to do art.
Yeah,
and express himself for however he feels. If it's rap, if it's singing, if it's this, if it's that. So that's why I do. That's why I did appreciate it.
Yeah.
When I did see him at what was it? Lovebox last year. Different. Chills. That's when I started thinking, yeah, this is my guy. Because it was like, when he performed stuff like Terrified, I had a new love for the album, new love for like what he was trying to bring. And he's just performing, his energy on stage is crazy as well.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Energy.
So, still going back to May albums, Jafro, the greatest playlist ever. Have you heard of him?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. He's a UK grime artist. He blends. It wouldn't be R&B, but he sings and he raps.
Might listen to him.
And he's amazing. James always put me onto him. Kept on saying, "Oh, listen."
What's his name? Jafro.
Yeah, Jafro. And when I hear him, I just feel like, yeah, this is what grime is, but it feels as though it's what grime should be. I don't even know, because I think he's West Indian. I think he's from the West Indies, but
He looks a bit like Bruno
he
Mars
does
in that picture.
Yeah, but he does kind of give, what's the word I'm looking for? He does pay homage to African like African culture.
Okay.
That kind of thing. So let's say he does attempt to do like a African accent that doesn't work so well, but but it's still like. But I don't want to put you off because his rapping skill is like up there. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I wish I could have replayed that more. Next, DJ Khaled's Father of Asahd album. I enjoyed that. And what you said in the group chat that song would gravitate more to It's a Grower. You said the one with Scissor. Just Us.
Yeah, Just Us.
Remember when I said in the group chat that I was like, why did they touch the beat? Why did they have to touch Miss Jackson?
Yeah.
But then when I actually listened to it a couple more times, I found myself singing it.
Yeah.
When I found myself singing it, I'm like, oh, it's actually a tune still.
Yeah.
But it's... Oh, wait, sorry. But the thing about that album, though, it feels as though the beats are a bit off.
Yeah,
did you feel like that?
Used all the beats from... See, this is what kind of annoys me about music nowadays, is that nothing's original. Like, do you know how bad it is? Is they were playing Wizkid Don't Dull on the radio the other day, and I was singing Miss Banks' Snack. The beat started, and I thought it was Miss Banks' Snack. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, all of the music nowadays... Are
both of those singles from the same time frame?
No,
they're different.
Wizkid Don't Dull. That's like one of his big.
That was like 2010 time.
Back in the day, Miss Banks' one just came out this year. I think it was her biggest song.
Yeah,
and I actually was like, oh my gosh, like I actually felt bad. I was like, oh my god, because when Miss Banks first came out with that song, I was like, oh my god, that's Wizkid. Because it's a popular Wizkid song.
Yeah.
Like, that was Wizkid before who this Wizkid is.
Yeah,
I used to listen to him before back in the day. But yeah, and I was like, oh my god, like that's really mad. And just like the kids of today, they'll be listening to Just Us, not thinking about Cast.
Yeah. But I feel like that's every generation. That's why I was asking you if it was the same. I feel like it's every generation because the generations, they hear us remix certain songs and
like,
then they
even
like
Biggie.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Big Papa. That's where he took the Isley Brothers.
Yeah,
Dun,
and
dun,
also,
dun.
BIGPOPPA, no?
Oh, more money, more problems.
Yeah.
That one.
Diana Ross and the Supremes, I'm coming out.
Oh.
Diana Ross, I'm coming out.
Oh, is it?
I'm coming up, or is it I'm coming out?
I'm coming out.
Yeah.
Apparently that's actually, I was at work.
Got nothing to do with homosexuality.
No, it does. Apparently.
Does it?
Apparently it does. Apparently the person who wrote it, I don't know who exactly, but I was talking about it at work. Apparently the person who wrote it was in a cubicle, and it kind of like, they were, something about them being like sad about being homosexual, and then it kind of like, when it came out the cubicle, it was kind of like, oh, they were kind of admitting something. I don't know the full story, and I might be butchering it, but from what I remember and what I can piece together from what someone read on the internet at work, that's what I can remember from the story.
Oh.
Something to do with a cubicle and coming out, and that's where the actual song came
thought
from.
it had nothing to do with it, and I remember thinking,
I thought that as well. And people at work, they thought so as well, and then we just went on the internet, and then we're like, oh, it actually is about that. What do you know? And then, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of, even the BET Awards happened recently.
Yeah.
And Mary J. Blige was honoured for her, like, thing. Honestly, that performance is amazing. And in the beginning of the song, she did the one where Biggie says in his song, what's that song? And he name drops Mary J. Blige. It might be do you know what it is? It's what's the song that Nicki Minaj? Dreams. I had a feeling you were talking about that one. Yeah. And he name drops Mary J. Blige in it, and then Mary J. Blige used that to introduce herself in her thing. But like, for example, I remember when Nicki Minaj's Big Dream. How did she name it? Don't remember what she named it.
She didn't name it just plain. She put Dreams. I think she called it Dreams.
Yeah. Because I remember when it came out on all her fans.
Barbie Dreams.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's it. I remember when it came out, all her fans were saying, oh my God, like, look at Nicki, she's name dropping. And in my head, I just think to myself, that's a proper Biggie song. Like, I remember reading about how when it dropped, everyone was like, oh, kind of thing. But for the Biggie's one. But that, like, when I hear that song from Nicki, like, I like Nicki's one, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a different kind of, vibe.
Yeah.
But that to me is Biggie.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're saying with generations.
Yeah.
People now are going to be hearing, probably someone's going to remix that Nicki one for sure.
Yeah.
And then Nicki's fans will be thinking, oh my God, that's a Nicki song. Like, so, right, it just depends. It just recycles.
Yeah, it just keeps on going.
But that DJ Khaled one, I feel like it was, maybe it was too soon. Because I feel like a lot of the tracks there, the generation are still listening to that kind of music. So it's like, it's too repetitive. Like you said, Outkast, like, I can only hear Outkast and that. And there was another one.
Talking about Holy Mountain?
Yeah.
That one has the... Yeah.
Is that the one with Bridgie Banton in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like
sample heavy.
He's a producer. Like, can't he just make his own beats? Like, I don't know why.
Does he even produce, or does he just bring people together? No. Is he just executive producer, or does he actually produce the actual tracks?
That's a good question. I actually don't know.
Because that's the thing that baffles me about DJ Khaled.
Actually, true. I don't know what he does. I feel like he does. He must. So otherwise, what is he doing in all these songs?
And how is he even owning albums? From...
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
He has a lot of albums. And think about like DJ Khaled from back in the day.
Oh no, he does produce it.
Okay.
Yeah, it says produce, and then he collaborates with a lot of other producers. I always thought like, wait, does he just? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nah, that does give him a bit of credibility, but I do feel like the beats were a bit off on the album.
Like the Just Us.
Yeah.
I don't think that beat fit with the song.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, at the same time, I found it. I found myself repeating it. I think it's just because of nostalgia. Yeah,
I think it's the like sound.
Yeah, the Outkast thing.
Even the like, I think he was using what are those things called? Like drums, like not drums. When you hit the
snare.
Other things. Yeah, I could hear that a lot in the song, in the remix of that original tune, and I just thought with SZA's voice, like I don't know.
It didn't match.
Like, it didn't make like if you're gonna remix something, then make sure it fits to the point where you're like, okay, that's a different sound completely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like they did something innovative with it. Yeah.
Obviously, I was gonna say that. Obviously, the one that I love was Higher.
I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna get
that. Was original.
That was powerful. When I heard that, I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, this is it.
And you know what's funny is that Nipsey's one of those people that you can listen to his song and you can repeat what he said in the song and apply it to your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with Higher, like there's something he said and he was like, something along the lines that people think it was luck, and he was like, but it's God's grace kind of thing.
Oh yeah, he said, I was thinking chess moves, but it was God's grace. Yeah,
and I remember when I heard that and I was like, yeah, this is something that I can imagine I can be applying to my everyday life. Yeah. I just feel like Nipsey's just one of those people that even when he's making a joke song, like when he makes songs with YG,
the joke songs.
Of them are
you
joke,
mean like enjoy, like
not as deep, not as heavy.
Yeah.
He's still talking sense.
That's why I like it. Yeah, that's why I like it. That's why I said. I remember I said that. I think when you asked us in the group chat, oh, what songs would you recommend? I said the whole of Victory Lap, the whole of it. It's because I'm an intense person, but he does it in a way that it's like he'll drop gems here and there, even in songs that aren't really all that. And that's why I feel like he called himself Tupac of his generation. And that's why I don't really have a problem with him saying that as such, because I can kind of see what he's saying. And because a lot of people claim Tupac. I'm the next Tupac. But him, for some reason, it didn't feel like it was inauthentic when he said it. And it didn't feel like he was stepping out of bounds. It was...
he backed up, because even when you hear him in interviews, he's the same. It's not like he was just saying it for the music. I think he's just one of those people that just, you can tell he was knowledgeable. And now when you hear the way Lauren London vibes Nipsey, like he's always telling her to read and stuff, and even his friends like giving him books. He's always giving them books. Like you can see, because he does preach a lot.
Yeah.
And even like that song with YG, I think it's You Broke. I think that's the one. But YG says in the song, like, Nipsey told me, forget, like, the middleman, something.
I think I remember that song.
And I was thinking, like, even though YG was talking about, like, women and all that kind of thing, but that, like, he's right. Like, he's basically saying, invest, like, do your own thing. Don't get anyone else involved kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're right. Like, every song that Nipsey has, you know you're going to hear something that's like, okay.
Yeah, something like that he's trying to drop some knowledge here and there, but not overwhelming. Yeah. Not hitting you over the head with it.
With Higher, John Legend as well. He was perfect for that.
Amazing. Amazing.
There's no one else I don't think.
Yeah. That would have nailed it.
Especially his, like, he had like a mini solo, where he just ripped basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
near the end, right?
Yeah. I remember watching not Nipsey, DJ Khaled and John Legend perform it live when he was releasing the album.
Yeah.
And you feel it, like, you know, like, it feels like you're going to church, really.
Yeah. Definitely. That's why I felt it. And when I heard it for the first time, I'm like, this is powerful. Because I knew I was going to keep on listening to it, like.
The video too
as well. It was just perfect. It felt like even in the video, it felt like they were saying R.I.P. to him. Yeah. Somehow. It was still... Yeah. It's not even unsettling. It's just like... What's the word for it? The opposite of unsettling, but you know when... It's kind of like... Not goosebumps as such, but it's kind of like...
Kind of comforting.
Comforting in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, comforting. That's the opposite of unsettling. Yeah, but it's so bizarre how things worked out.
Yeah.
So bizarre. What other tracks on? We had Wish Wish with Cardi B, Jealous.
I like Cardi B's verse now. Cardi B's improving, you know?
Yeah, I felt like that when I heard the song. Celebrate with Travis Scott. You Stay with Meek Mill.
I like You Stay. I actually really like You Stay. Oh, yeah, I cannot forget about that song. Yeah, I like You Stay. That's one with J Balvin as well, isn't it?
Yep. And Lil Baby.
The song's really long though.
It's like 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite... There's a lot of
quite long for the concept as well. Top Off, No Brainer.
I don't know why you put Top Off in that.
Yeah, Top Off was a bit off. Thank You, I really liked. Big Sean, when he raps like that, then I understand why people put him in the top 5.
I'm a big Sean fan, so...
Before, like, normally I don't gravitate to Big Sean, but when he raps like that, I'm like, yeah,
Have you listened to, like, not...
Dark Sky Paradise, you mean?
No, like, old school Big Sean.
I tried to. I think I listened to his Finally Famous...
Yeah, his Finally Famous mixtapes.
I think I tried to listen to it. I didn't gravitate.
Really?
I didn't gravitate
towards it. But you know what it is as well? His voice. His voice is whiny. Like, it is. Like, I feel like maybe his voice didn't drop. Like, it is very, like, high-pitched. I can see that. But I was a Big Sean fan from when... I'll never forget when he debuted My Last on 106 and Park. That song, Chris Brown.
My Last, I like that. I like that track.
And I remember hearing that song and I was like, who is this guy? Because I guess that was his first big song. And I just went back to his old music and I literally just became a fan. So I'm still, like, I'm waiting for him to drop something.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a long time. The good thing about Big Sean is that I feel like, personally, he's a bit more spiritual than he was. Like, I feel like he's changed. There's he's more mature, he's more, like, calm. You don't see him on every song, like... I feel like he's taken time out just to work out who he is. And he said he went through depression and all that kind of thing.
On Thank You?
No.
On which?
Actually, I don't know. I think it was an interview.
Okay.
Just talking. So I feel like he's trying to, like, go back kind of thing. So I'm excited for his next project.
Yeah. Nah, to be honest, like, I agree with what you're saying. Because when I heard Thank You, I felt like he's matured.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of, you know, that Sacrifices track he had with Migos. That's one song I did like. See, those are the kind of songs that kind of resonate with me. And, like, it fits with... Oh, you don't remember it?
No, I do. But there's a song... No, you said that reminds me of...
So, with, like you said, J. Cole's quite intense. That's why I find I can always listen to him. Yeah. Same thing with Kendrick. That's why I find I can always listen to him.
Did you like his I Decided album then?
I can't even remember it. I think I Decided was the one with Sacrifices on it, wasn't it?
No. Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah. I listened to it a couple times and I felt like, oh, actually, I did.
Because I think that whole album was like him reflecting.
That Jetpack song does ring a bell.
Sunday Morning Jetpack, I like that one. I remember I was playing it every Sunday for a while.
To get into the spirit.
Yeah. But I feel like I Decided he was going... Do you know what? Thinking about it now, I'm looking at his I never know how to say it.
Discography.
Yeah, but like Dark Sky Paradise is more... Like, I like Blessings on that.
Oh, Blessings, yeah. I do like that track.
But it was a mixture, like Play No Game. My cousin's in that video. One Man Can Change the World. I like that one. John Legend's just...
You say your cousin was in a video?
For Play No Games, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He has a cameo. You can't miss him. He's extremely tall. I Decided, I think, was him going back to...
Introspection?
Yeah. And because he hasn't released anything since then. Double or Nothing, that's the one with Metro Boomin. That's like... That's not... I mean, it's serious, but that's like... how do I put it? It's not deep. It's not a deep album. It's more like... Yeah. When you hear the album, you'll know.
Okay. Still, I'm just in the middle of May as well. So, Tyler, the Creator, Eagle album. Did you listen to it? I listened to that album, and I will say this. I listened to it. I couldn't even get to the end of the album. I don't say this about album, but that was trash. I don't say it about album because that song's work. You know what I mean? Yeah. They put effort into it. But when I listened to that, I was just like, no.
I didn't even know he made an album. Every time I see him though, he just looks like he's just a mess. Like I don't know. I've never understood Tyler the Creator, to be fair. Maybe that's just what his appeal is, but I don't know. I
did like Tyler the Creator because when I heard Yonkers, I did like him.
Is that Davies?
A little bit. No. No, that's Joyner Lucas.
Oh, Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
I like Joyner Lucas. He has a song with
Doesn't he have an album out actually?
He has a song. What's that song that made me feel? He's quite good, you know.
It was probably I'm Not Racist.
That's what it was. But he's also...
And he's got another song, Devil's Work. You've heard that one?
I feel like...
That one was a good
I Don't Die. Stronger Things, that's it. He had 2 songs with Chris Brown. I Don't Die and Stronger Things that I liked.
Yeah.
I can't believe Logic is mixed race.
That was one of the things that when I listened to him on his mixtape, the Young Sinatra mixtapes, when he used to say that, I was like, oh, that's actually, in a way, it was like, it was surprising, but in a sense, I was like, I've seen this before though. I have seen people that look like his complexion and they've been mixed race. So it was easy. It was quite easy to believe for me. But I think a lot of people didn't find it easy to believe because they might not have had the same experience.
Yeah.
With people, because I've seen quite a few mixed race people that are light, really light. So it's nothing new for me. Oh yeah, this is a tune. By the way. Shout out CE.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then there's Flying Lotus, Flamagra. I don't even know if you listen to Flying Lotus.
By who?
No, Flying Lotus is the name. Flamagra is the album.
Flying Lotus is the name of the group.
Producer. Kind of like Kate Tronada.
Oh, no.
Like that.
I haven't heard of
that kind of thing. You haven't heard of Flying Lotus before? He had a song with Kendrick. I don't know if you heard it a long time ago. You know, Never... Oh, what was it? Never Catch Me. No? Haven't heard it. Okay, I'll play it after. Maybe, if I remember it. Beast Coast, Escaped from New York. That's Joey Bad and Flatbush Zombies and Underachievers, I think.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard? Yeah. I listened to it once. It didn't grab me like that. Skepta's Ignorance is Bliss.
Oh, yeah, I listened to that.
I listened to that a couple times and I did enjoy it. But for some reason, I didn't return to it. I think it's just because of the influx.
I only returned to one song.
Which one's that?
What do you mean?
Because of J Hart.
Is that what it's called? What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's because it's one of those songs that's catchy. I think that's what it is. It's a very catchy song. Oh no, I like the one with BBK because I like Jamie's verse.
That was good as well. I really like their tracks, their posse cuts are very underrated, I think. Because the same thing happened last with his Konnichiwa album. And I was thinking, why is Detox not played more? Because Detox was such a good track.
I think, I don't know, I feel like Skepta releases music just for fun now. Like, I don't know if he actually promotes, like, does he do tours?
Well, he was at Lovebox last year.
What, like tours for his...
Tours, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Tours, I don't know. I don't think he does. He might, no, he does, because he's even done a tour in the US. I remember seeing something where he's done it. He done it for Konnichiwa, definitely.
I think you're right. I think there's just so much music out there now, especially UK. Like, before Skepta was like the main person. Like, you weren't really going to hear much music from anybody else. Now, Skepta has to now be in competition with the newcomers, which people want to listen. That's why, like, him putting J Hus, he's appealing to a different kind of market. Yeah.
And Nave Smalls is UK, right?
I think so. I've never heard him in the US.
He was in that second track with Skepta, the Skepta album. He was in. Wait, hold on. I got the track to stop. It's Grease Mode.
Oh yeah,
that one.
Didn't he release that as a single?
Yeah, that was a single. Grease Mode. And so Nave Smalls, I think that was my introduction to Nave Smalls. And I was thinking, oh, I heard his name around, but I never listened to him.
I've heard him.
But then I heard it. I was like, okay, he sounds okay. I did like this album. I liked a few tracks. Bullet from a Gun. When I heard that and saw the video, I was like, I'm looking forward to the album. Grease Mode, I was like, Red Rum, I really like it, but of course, I feel guilty liking it.
Why?
Because it's the name and if it's backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, like the subject matter of it. It's like, I feel guilty listening to it, but it's a tune. No Sleep, I really like. What do you mean? I like it as well. Going through it, I'm not so... The beat was felt a bit off. Same Old Story. Love Me Not. Animal Instinct. I think that's when I started liking it again. Gangster with you Boy Better Know and Pure Water I really like. So it was overall a good album, but for some reason I didn't return to it.
Yeah.
As much. I think only a couple more albums on May. Hold on. Oh no. Pretty much we could end on that. And then it's just Jim Jones, El Capo.
Yeah.
I just heard about that from Sam. Sam listened to it. And he's a Dipset fan, so yeah, that's why I knew about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about it. But yeah, we do have April and March to backtrack on, but let's take a short break and then return to it. Pic.Think, thinking through media.